Hi, Markus Pattern here, the cat who draws. I've got a new comic out on Kickstarter. It's called The Gateway. It's a blend of horror and sci-fi set on a farm in Alabama full of horror, aliens, mystical worlds and burger-themed motels. And one of the main characters from this book is called Holt. He is a honky with combed back hair and a scruggly beard. And, I figured as a way of promoting him would be to draw him in 7 different styles, which is both, one, good for content, and two, helps expand my knowledge of my new character. Just draw him in different ways. I see what I was going with, and basically it solidifies things that I would not have noticed maybe if I hadn't drawn him this way. So, for example, the fact that he's bit of a widow peeking with the hair, that it's spiky, his beard and everything, his face being narrower and stuff. Stuff that I wouldn't have necessarily, stuff that I knew obviously, but it's good to say it out loud and draw it out loud and see how you transfer that into different styles. If you want to draw in a different style, I'll link in the below a bunch of draw this in your own style tags and stuff. It'd be great to see what you guys come up with. I'm interested to see how other people interpret my characters. That'd be quite cool. There's one for Daisy as well, who will be in the next video that I do like this. So who have I chosen to draw in style? So whose styles have I chosen to draw in? Well, the first one would be Jazza, as in Drawer Jazza, a internet content creator on this channel who needs no introductions, but I guess I'll have to link him in the below in case you don't know him for some reason. Basically, a few years back, I stopped trying to do one thing, and I started to focus more on my artwork, and I got rusty, and through his courses and stuff, I learned a lot and stuff. So there is probably a vein of his artwork flowing through mine anyway, so that's why instead of going for his more kind of regular style, I've gone for his more of his Chibi style, because it is dramatically different to my regular style. So so the style that makes up his is what cleaner lines, much cleaner than my lines, out of proportion big kind of bobble head, and basically cartoony proportions, so like 3 fingers instead of 4 and stuff. So that's what we've done with this. I like it. I think it's got a lot of character, personality, and I think it's quite funny. So that's the Draw with Jazza style. Right, the next style would be that of Luke Parker, the artist behind the artist and co-creator of the Merrick, the Sensational Elephant Man, which is a really cool indie book series. Links in the below. Definitely pick it up. The first issue's free. It's been a rip-roaring yarn. I've enjoyed all of it, and if you buy the books, they come in such a beautiful packaging and stuff. It's just everything about it's tip-top quality, and he's a really cool artist. Very different to my style, which is obviously a good thing. He's very angular and very stylized. Obviously, he's stylized on the side, but he's got that. It seems like if you took, say, Mike Mignola, and instead of drawing stuff freehand, you did it with a precision ruler. It's very, very cool, and he's very dark style as well, and very pop arty, and very, it's both simple and complicated, and just really cool. I like, one of the things I did notice is his male character seems to be a bit more kind of bulky and out of proportion, but kind of deliberately so. So I tried to capture that as well, and his shading seems to be have kind of dashes along it, along the terminus line, almost as if it's done with an anti-aliasing thing turned all the way up, but it's very cool. I dig it. You should check out his stuff, and I hope you like what I drew in his style. The The third style I was going for, marked only as 90s anime, is like, that's a big, broad old topic. But essentially, I've gone for that kind of more kind of skinnier, kind of big eyes, curved, pointy nose kind of thing, mixed in with the late 90s, late 80s, early 90s, basically body horror aspect. Yeah. Essentially, this style of this is the artwork style that inspired me to draw in the first place. So like again, this stuff just courses through my veins, but I don't really lean so much into that that kind of cartoony angular face as much as I used to. So I tend to draw more kind of like Western noses and stuff, Western style noses, and but it was fun exploring in this style that I haven't done properly since, in a decade or so. This piece actually took me the longest to draw. Something about it just kind of maybe I was just having too much fun delving into it. The fourth style would be that of Calvin Hobbes. I've been reading Calvin Hobbes since I was knee-high to a grasshopper. Probably the first comic I ever properly read, or something enjoyed reading. What can I really say about Bill Watterson's style? It's just so beautiful and joyous. The challenge in this for me was not so much Holt, because like just do Calvin but with a mustache, but like turning Hobbes into the tentacle monster. But I think I achieved it. I think the tentacle monster looks both suitably tentacly and Hobbes-like. Yeah, I reckon that turned out all right. The fourth style is that of Jim Rugg of Cartoonist Kayfabe fame and Octobriana and Street Angel and a whole bunch of other stuff. I think basically both me and him sing pretty much from a similar hymn book when it comes to our style and our influences and stuff. So it's interesting to see how differently we diverge and stuff. Like he's definitely got more of a style that is his own, whereas like I think mine's more of a mashup of everything. But like so for example, like his heads, like when you Google him, obviously Street Angel comes up, and then you so it's basically pink when it with what looks like biro artwork on it. It is quite striking. I like the thing, so that's what I went with this. So you got the pink background and the biro blue purple kind of ink work. He seems to have like quite detailed faces. Like that seems where like he puts most of his real estate, but then his hands and his arms and his bodies are basically they're like more kind of like kind of like cartoon simplified version with and they also seem to be slightly out of proportion. Like his head seemed bigger than their bodies, and his hands seem kind of just seems like, so that's what I try to do with this one, a bit more a kind of like stylized proportion kind of thing, and angular hands and stuff. Yeah, I like it. I think it came out well. The sixth edition would be Steven Universe, and again another style that's completely different from my own. Maybe if I had been around when this show was on TV, it would influence me a bit more. But like again, I came to it late because I'm an old man, but I really dug it, and like I it's just a joyous show and stuff. Well, the seasons I've seen anyway. So yeah, in this I basically copied the Steven Universe from the peace sign. I've given Holt more of a bouffanty sort of hair, and I've made him chunkier. But fair play. Man can put on some weight at some point. And yeah, it was interesting trying to figure out how to get the alien to both look like the alien tentacle thing while also throwing up the peace symbol and stuff. That was interesting. I think that came out well. Yeah. And the last style will be that of Humberto Ramos, a man it was as much a part of my drawing style and DNA as Street Fighter 2, the animated movie, and Joe Maniera. Though this is the first. No, it's not the first time I've tried drawing, but this is the first time I've explicitly gone like, no, this is how I'm going to, you know, go back to the well, so to speak. So like obviously he has that pseudo manga style that was that's really European and really cool, and like but I didn't. And one of his most defining styles is one his eyes, which are always kind of big and expressive, and two, the fact that he draws mouths that are bigger than the head, which is a thing that I've brought over into my style quite a lot, where like just these huge massive grins. But like I didn't want to just draw whole like regular and stuff, and then he posted a picture of a kind of half Spider-Man and half Peter Parker face. I thought, well, that'd be cool. I can try that. Oh, there's a scene later on in the comic where Holt comes out of the shower with a bath towel wrapped around his head. Yeah, so half nice and relaxed, steam clean Holt, half beaten to shit Holt. And I think this one came out pretty well. I like it a lot. Yeah, and say this was a cool learning experience when it came to drawing these. I hope you dig them. If you think, well, fuck you, Marcus, I can draw that better, say the links to draw in your style challenge in the below. If you want to draw Holt in your own inimitable style, please do. I'd take it as a kindness. It'd be quite cool to see how you do. If you dug this and you like it, please give it a like and subscribe. But more importantly, follow the link down below to go to the Kickstarter. Let's get it funded, let's get it released, and it'd be so we can all feel like winners. You can help me, help you, help us feel like a winner. That'd be swell. Links to everything is in the below. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm going to do another one with Daisy and with Delmar. Expect to see them soon. Have yourself a tip-top day. Thank you.